Hello Bookish friends, today is my birthday and I wanted to do birthday book tag which was created by Coffee, Cocktails and Books. The questions for this tag are all birthday themed, so it looks like I'm going to talk about a lot of favorites in my birthday. Question 1 is birthday cake, a book with a plot that seems cliché but you adore it anyway. I'm going to say a classic, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. It's a story of an orphan girl who endures many bad things and then becomes a governess and falls in love with the employer. I mean, it's a plot that has been used many times, although it is one of the earliest examples of that plot. I think it contains a lot of cliches, but the writing style and the character development of Jane is incredible in my opinion, and that's why I simply adore this book, and it's one of my favorite books ever. Question 2. Party guests. Your most anticipated book release for this year. I'm going to say a book that will be published by my dear friend Dilge Güney, who's a middle grade author in Turkey. She lives in Izmir and she writes wonderful fantasy and science fiction middle grade books. I truly do wish that her books were translated to English so that many of the international kids would have benefited from her lovely stories that are full of hope. Question 3. Birthday presents. A book that surprised you with how much you loved it. Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. I knew that I was going to like that book because I have heard so many good things about the book, and it contains one of my favorite tropes in literature, which is time travel. But I never thought that the writing would be so good, and the plot and the themes would be so relevant, also so socially conscious. I mean, I just loved this book. As I've said before, I never thought that I would love this book so much. Question 4. Happy Birthday Song. A book that certainly deserved all the hype it got. It's Pillars of the Earth by Follett. It is the best book that I read so far this year. The book is praised for its wonderful storytelling and well-developed characters, and also very engaging plot. And I definitely agree with all of them. It is one of the best historical fiction books that I have read. The Pillars of the Earth, although it is a very long book, deserves all the hype that it got from BookTube. Question 5. Happy Music. A book with some very beautiful and truly memorable quotes. Well, did you think that I would have a birthday tag without mentioning Persuasion and Captain Wentworth? Letter by Captain Wentworth has most impressive quotes about love, I'm in health, hope, I'm in health agony. Question 6. Getting old. Well, you have to tell it, didn't you? Anyway, a book that you read a long time ago, but you think you would appreciate more if you read it as a more mature reader. Yes, I'm mature, I know that. Thank you. It's Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell. I read this book about 15 years ago, and I found it actually a bit boring after reading North and South, because North and South had a very engaging plot. But this book was calm, and at that time I was a very plot-driven reader, and in the recent 5 years I've grown to be very aware of beautiful writing style and calm books. So it is a book that I want to reread very soon. Question 7. Sweet Birthday Memories. A book that kept you incredibly happy during a sad or demanding period of your life. I had previously mentioned this book, but I want to mention it again because One Calls the Heart by Janette really kept me filled with hope when I was struggling with the effects of the earthquake that happened in Izmir. Most of you know I'm a disaster worker, And at that time we worked very hard, and it was very demanding and tiring. And also I was very much emotionally invested in the well-being of the survivors and relatives of the people we unfortunately lost due to the earthquake. So that hopeful tone and very sweet love story that is told in One Cozy Heart really kept me incredibly happy when I was reading this book. And also I want to additionally thank Rainey at Rainey Day Reads for being a wonderful body reading partner. And she was so understanding at that time, but she tried to keep the tone very light. I know she did it on purpose, but it was a wonderful book and a wonderful body reading experience as well. So those are my answers for birthday tag or birthday book tag. I'm not really sure about the title actually. Please comment down below what do you think about the books that I mentioned in this tag. And also I would like to know if you like big celebrations. I love big celebrations with family, and unfortunately last year we couldn't do that because of the pandemic conditions. And I'm very happy that we will have a big celebration again this year. If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, since I talked about heart a lot with the book titles, I thought heart should be the word of the day. Heart means kalp in Turkish, and kalp is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.